In the beginning, Jim was a small-town player. He's a very smart, disciplined man.
Take your shot, but make it your best. Because I get up, I eat you.
And the next thing you know, he's a damn kingpin. Because the FBI let it happen.
In 2015, Black Mass arrived as a gripping crime drama that delves deep into one of the most notorious chapters of Boston's criminal history. Anchored by the magnetic presence of Johnny Depp, who transforms into the infamous mobster James Whitey Bulger, the film portrays the chilling rise of a man who became a legend in the underworld. Depp, a 3-time Oscar nominee known for roles in Sweeney Todd, Finding Neverland, and the Pirates of the Caribbean films, fully embodies the calculating, ruthless energy of Whitey, bringing a mix of charm and menace that captivates from the first scene. Set against the gritty backdrop of 1970s South Boston, the story unfolds as FBI agent John Connolly, played by Joel Edgerton, approaches Bulger with a proposition to collaborate and take down the Italian mob. This unholy alliance becomes the central tension of the film as it blurs the line between law enforcement and organized crime. Edgerton, recognized for his roles in The Great Gatsby and Zero Dark 30, brings a steady intensity to Connolly, capturing the moral ambiguity and ambition that drive the character. The film also examines the personal dynamics surrounding Whitey, including his family ties and romantic relationships. Benedict Cumberbatch, known for The Imitation Game, plays Billy Bulger, Whitey's brother, adding layers of complexity to the story by portraying the familial pressures and political influence surrounding Whitey's criminal empire. Rory Cochrane takes on the role of Steve Flemmi, a fellow member of the Irish mob, illustrating the network of loyalty, betrayal, and fear that defines Boston's underworld. Jesse Plemons portrays Kevin Weeks, Whitey's longtime partner in crime, delivering a performance that captures both camaraderie and the inevitable tension within a life built on violence. The narrative extends to the law enforcement side, where Kevin Bacon portrays FBI agent Charles McGuire, highlighting the bureaucratic and procedural challenges in dealing with a criminal like Bulger. Adam Scott appears as Robert Fitzpatrick, another agent entangled in the moral compromises of the investigation. Julianne Nicholson plays Marianne Connolly, grounding the story with the domestic perspective of the FBI agent's personal life, while Dakota Johnson portrays Lindsay Surr, Whitey's former girlfriend and mother of his child, offering a glimpse into the personal consequences of a life steeped in crime. Black Mass is directed by Scott Cooper, who previously helmed Crazy Heart, and is adapted from a screenplay by Mark Maluk and Jez Butterworth, based on the book by Dick Lehr and Gerard O'Neill. Cooper's direction brings a controlled intensity to the film, balancing the suspense of criminal operations with the character-driven drama that explores the psychology behind Whitey's choices. The production was backed by a strong team of producers, including John Lesher, Brian Oliver, Scott Cooper himself, Patrick McCormick, and Tyler Thompson, with Brett Ratner, James Packer, Peter Maluk, Ray Maluk, Christopher Woodward, Brett Grandstaff, Phil Hunt, and Compton Ross serving as executive producers. The film's visual storytelling is anchored by the work of Masanobu Takanayani, whose cinematography captures the grim streets of Boston and the shadowy world of organized crime with stark realism. Production designer Stefania Sella brings authenticity to the film's locations, recreating a 1970s Boston that feels lived in and tense. The editing, handled by Oscar-nominated David Rosenblum, ensures the story unfolds with relentless momentum, while Kasia Walakea Maimone's costume design subtly reflects the era and the personalities of each character, from the tailored suits of mobsters to the understated attire of law enforcement. As the plot progresses, the collaboration between Whitey and the FBI spirals out of control. What begins as a tactical partnership to dismantle a common enemy evolves into a situation where Whitey consolidates power and systematically eliminates rivals, all while evading law enforcement. The film meticulously portrays the moral compromise of agents who turn a blind eye to his crimes, illustrating the dangers of unchecked ambition and the ethical gray zones within law enforcement. Through these events, the audience witnesses Whitey's transformation from a local gangster to a figure whose influence permeates politics, law enforcement, and the criminal underworld. Supporting performances round out the narrative, with David Harbour delivering a compelling presence as a figure navigating the dangerous world of mob politics, while Brad Carter, W. Earl Brown, and Corey Stoll each contribute to the intricate web of alliances and betrayals that define the story. Their portrayals reinforce the central theme. Loyalty is fragile, and power is a double-edged sword that demands constant vigilance. The tension and drama are heightened by Cooper's direction, which emphasizes the psychological depth of each character. Scenes between Whitey and Connolly are charged with unease, showcasing the interplay of trust, manipulation, and intimidation that defines their relationship. These interactions reveal not only the strategic cunning of Bulger, but also the moral compromises Connolly makes in pursuit of his goals. The film does not shy away from the violent and often shocking reality of Bulger's actions, balancing brutality with narrative purpose to provide a compelling, unflinching look at one of Boston's most notorious figures. Beyond the central crime story, the film touches on the societal and political context of the time. It highlights the Irish mob's influence in South Boston, the tensions with Italian organized crime, and the complicity of institutions that allow a man like Bulger to rise. Through these layers, the audience gains insight into the mechanisms of corruption, the allure of power, and the human cost of ambition and greed. The performances, particularly Depp's transformative portrayal, have been praised for their intensity and authenticity. He captures the charm, unpredictability, and sheer menace of Whitey, making it easy to understand how he could manipulate friends, family, and even law enforcement to his advantage. Cumberbatch and Edgerton provide compelling counterpoints, grounding the story with emotional depth and moral complexity. Every interaction, whether between mobsters or with law enforcement, is carefully constructed to reveal the stakes, heighten tension, and maintain a sense of realism that keeps viewers engaged throughout. As the film unfolds, audiences are drawn into the dangerous dance of manipulation, loyalty, and betrayal that defines Boston's criminal underworld. Cooper's meticulous direction, combined with a strong screenplay and outstanding performances, ensures that Black Mass remains a standout crime drama, illustrating how one man's ambition can shape an entire city's history and how the lines between good and evil can blur when power is at stake. The attention to detail in production design, cinematography, and costume work contribute to a fully immersive experience. Every setting feels authentic, from dimly lit back rooms to crowded city streets, while the period-accurate costumes and props enhance the believability of the 1970s environment. Editing and pacing maintain suspense while allowing character development to breathe, ensuring that the audience remains invested not just in the crimes, but in the people who commit them and the system that enables them. The film also examines the consequences of personal choices and the inevitable fallout from a life of crime. Whitey's relationships, both familial and romantic, reveal the human cost of his ambition, showing that power comes at a steep price. The audience witnesses how trust is manipulated, how loyalty is tested, and how every decision has ramifications that ripple far beyond the individual. This layered storytelling ensures that Black Mass is more than a typical gangster film. It is a study of character, power, and corruption. Through its unflinching portrayal of Boston's criminal underworld, Black Mass offers viewers a dark, compelling glimpse into the life of one of America's most infamous gangsters. The combination of strong performances, masterful direction, and careful attention to period detail makes the film both entertaining and educational, providing context for the real-life events that inspired it. Audiences leave with a sense of both fascination and unease, understanding the complexities of crime, loyalty, and human ambition. From start to finish, Black Mass balances tension, drama, and character study. The story's twists and turns, combined with memorable performances and a rich visual style, create an experience that is both cinematic and deeply human. It shows how individuals navigate the delicate balance of law, morality, and personal gain, making it a film that resonates long after the credits roll. Ultimately, Black Mass is a striking portrayal of crime, ambition, and the blurred lines of morality. It showcases Johnny Depp at the height of his transformative abilities, supported by a talented ensemble cast that includes Joel Edgerton, Benedict Cumberbatch, Dakota Johnson, and many others. Under Scott Cooper's direction, the film presents a meticulously crafted, intense, and thought-provoking drama that leaves audiences captivated by the story of Whitey Bulger, a man whose life of crime reshaped Boston and whose story continues to fascinate.